Hey YouTube, Tutor UK back again with another pickups and car boot video, and it is wrecking roasting, so I'm on the beer. A bit later today, I apologise for that. Took the kids up to the carnival this afternoon, so yeah, whew, it's roasting. Right. Welcome to all the subscribers. Hope you enjoy the channel. Obviously appreciate you subscribing, because you don't need to, and it does mean a lot to me. Right, bit of a mixed week. Surprisingly, I've done, I don't know, I wouldn't say better, but I had a really good week in terms of picking stuff up out and about. Okay, at the car boot, I'll come to that later, but really good out and about. So obviously, as I would normally do, I'll start with what I've picked up. There's a couple of eBay items. It's roasting. So I'm going to get through this as quick as I can without trying to skim over too much stuff. Shitloads of PS1 games across the board, to be fair. But that's the way it goes. So without further ado, let's crack on. Majority of these are from charity shops, so I've got about, I don't know, 10 or so games from the charity shops. I thought I had these, and bizarrely I don't. I think I've got them on every single other format other than this. So again, PS1 games, the old Harry Potter, Chamber of Secrets, 50p. So I originally thought I had that, so I picked it up for the case. Philosopher's Stone, again 50p. Cracking game, cracking game in its day it was Descent 2, so I've got Descent 1 and Descent 2 now, again 50p. Purely probably for the case, but to be fair, it looks a good game. I think Mr. Neckbreaker did a playthrough on this, and I'm not sure if it's a PS2 or PS1 game, but it's Disney's action game featuring Hercules. I mean, all these are in fantastic condition. Another copy of Crash Bash Platinum, 50p, complete. Right, that's slightly different. From a different charity shop, Cancer Research, Dino Crisis for 50p. These are all complete. V-Rally 2, 50p. I think I've got this. I think mine case might be cracked, so if anyone's interested in a copy of that. This one I've never seen before, and it's Planet of the Apes. I think it's based on the movie. Could it be based on the movie? What year is it? 2002, could have been, I can't remember now. That's Mark Wahlberg, weren't it, that one? Sweltering. For the guys, well, I'm not sure how many I've got over in the States now. Obviously it's September in the UK, and normally we're freezing our balls off. But it's absolutely roasting. I don't know what's going on. The planet's gone to pot. Anyway, moving on. More games. There's a story behind this one, and I was really annoyed with myself. Went to a charity shop, had a couple of PS1 games. I ummed and ahed, and I don't know why. It was stupid. I thought, oh bollocks. So went home, checked. I didn't have what I thought I had. Went back, and sure as eggs is eggs, the fucking game had gone. But one of the games I did have there, which again I thought I had, and again Mr. Neckbreaker had picked this up, which is what triggered, you know, my memory kind of thing. And that's probably where I thought I had it, because I'd seen it there before. But it's Excalibur for 75p. Now, with this, there was a couple of other games, nothing too outstanding, but he had Tekken 2. So Tekken 2, Tekken 3, Tekken 2, 75p black label, and I thought I had it. I do have it, but I have it platinum. As I have Tekken 2 and 3 platinum. So I was really peed off with myself there. For 75p, it's neither here nor there. Like I say guys, I don't buy everything. I buy it if I need it, or if I know the people might be interested. That's it. I'm going to be pissed by the end of this. So, where did I get these ones from? A different one, wasn't it? Yeah. So I went to my favourite store, Crack Converters. A slightly different one. They don't have the 20p deals, which is a bit of a kick in the what's-its. But they did have a couple of Xbox games, quid each. Took me list, so I knew they're compatible and ones that I needed. All complete. So we've got Alias. Never seen this show. I think my mates used to rave about it. Is it Jessica Biel? I don't really know her, to be honest. It's not really my thing. Red Faction 2. Again, like I say, 99p. And this one I've been after for a while. I keep seeing every other bloody version of it, Warrior Within and etc, etc, which just give it away. But it's Prince of Persia Sands of Time. This is the only one out of all of them that is 360 compatible. That's 99p. Right. Oh yeah. This one is from Crack Converters as well, even though it's got a CX one, and it's the old Harry Potter on the GameCube. They had Goblet. No, this is Goblet of Fire. They had not Philosopher's Stone. That's the one I need. Prisoner of Azkaban and the other one, I forget it. And I ummed and ahed because I thought I don't know which ones I've got. And luckily enough, I don't know why, I ended up picking the one literally out there. 3 of them there. The other 2 I had, this one I didn't, so I guessed right, for want of a better word. So I still need the Quidditch and I need Philosopher's Stone, which, I mean, Philosopher's Stone's hard enough to get on the PS1 and the Xbox. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen it on the GameCube. That must be a pretty hard game to come by. Probably get it on eBay, but... Right, this one. Tried to haggle with them in the charity shop, as you do. Because what annoyed me was, I know it's like one of these budget PS2 games, but I wanted it because it's a shooter, and I'm trying to get good at shooters. I'm just shit anyway, but I do enjoy them as best I can do. Yeah, as crap as I am. It looks quite a good game. It's Gunbird Special Edition. And the bastards wanted £2 for it. And I was like, I don't want to pay £2 for a PS2 game. Please don't make me pay £2. So I tried to haggle him for £1 and £1.50 when I'm done with it. So I was like, oh fuck, alright, I'll pay for it. And to be fair, it's in absolutely, I mean, I haven't showed these ones, but it is in mint condition. So I thought, oh, okay. And it's like I say, it's this explosive brand, which I suppose back in the day you wouldn't have paid full price for that, but given that we're collectors and that kind of becomes null and void, doesn't it, bizarrely? It's like the old Spectrum games that kicks labels and stuff like that. You wouldn't touch them. Ah, shit. But now they're like more sought after because they're rarer and stuff, so weird that is. Better slow down, otherwise I'm going to have to pause this video and go and get another bottle. Right. 3 games. Charity shop. This ties back into the previous charity. It's a different day. Ties back into the previous charity shop with Tekken 2. You know, bit pissed off with myself. You twat. Should have picked it up anyway. For 75p, it's worth a punt. So another day, another $1. Went into another charity shop. Bunch of PS2 games. Now, I don't know. It depends. Did I overpay? Probably not. Did I overpay for me? Yes. But I managed to get hold of, and I was really chuffed actually, is Tekken 2, but a big box version. Obviously, as you can see there, it says $1.95. So, there's Tekken 2, got 3 of them. This one I don't think I've ever seen actually. Final Doom, again, $1.95. All complete, all in pretty good condition. And Resident Evil, again, $1.95. So, as you do, I went, oh, would you take a £5 for all 3? She said, yeah, fine. And to be fair to me, the £5 was all added notes anyway on me, so, you know, it didn't look too... I didn't hand her a £10 note or anything. Resident Evil's obviously a duplicate, so if anyone's interested in that, give us a shout. I think it's got something weird... Yeah, someone's trimmed the insert a little bit. I don't know. It still sits in there, okay. I don't know why they've done that, but it's all complete. You know, someone's even done. I'll show you. So it's all complete with the manual, and someone's even drew little maps. Look, very good maps of all the levels. You can see that. So you can have them as well. If anyone's interested, give us a shout. So yeah. So I was happy with Tekken 2. So now I've got a platinum copy of Tekken 2 if anyone's interested. Because I'm not replicating, you know, multiple variants or anything like that. So eBay. Surprisingly, I've got 2 games that I needed for the Master System from old eBay. Keep saying them. Having to sort of push the sort of price and paying for some of the games now because they are quite rare, which just cut a little bit. I know, and I know I'm being picky and whatever, but look, I'm gaming on the budget here. You know, I've got mortgage, kids, and everything else, so I can't afford to be splashing that 70, 80 quid on a game on a regular basis. It ain't gonna happen. So these two I've got quite a good deal on. They're not complete, which is probably why I can live with that. I've explained that before. So these are manual-less. So on the very slimmest chance that anyone's getting any of these manuals, please give us a shout. One of them I've probably paid, not over the odds, it was 10 quid, it's all in delivered. It's a bit of a bugger to get. I mean, complete, they're probably asking 20 odd quid-ish sort of thing. It's Road Rash. So that's 10 quid delivered without the manual, I know, but I can live with that until such time as maybe I'll drop lucky. And then the next one, bought this as a bundle with another game and another phaser. It was just what I was after. I kind of, the auction didn't say it didn't come with the instructions, it intimated. Well, actually I sort of read it as it probably didn't. I was hoping, beyond my better judgment, that it did, and it doesn't. Again, I can live with it. It's 2 more off the list. I think I'm down to 25 now, and it's the light phaser version of Assault City. And I know Pete's Nostastic got the full blown with manual and everything else for about 15 quid. I paid 7 quid with this, a phaser, and another game. I think Operation Wolf. And a couple of quid delivery, so I paid 10 quid in total to have 2 games and a light phaser. So I can probably farm the phaser. I've got 3 phasers. This is the thing. I had one bloody light phaser boxed, so I've had to use that one, which I weren't happy about because I just wanted to keep that boxed and put away. So I found one at the car boot, but what I should have said the car boot was I'd actually won that auction. So now I've got 3 phasers, so one can go away. One, I don't know, should I just keep 2 as spares? I don't know. If anyone's interested in a light phaser and a box copy of Operation Wolf, let me know, because I've got one. Okay, that's all the pickups out in the wild, etc. Car boot. Oh my fucking god. I tell you what, it was lizards dressed as sharks day. It must have been. All the fucking idiots are out today. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I don't know what was going on. They must have a website. Resellers.co.uk or something. I don't know. They're everywhere. Everywhere I looked. Sharks. Sharks dressed as lizards. Lizards dressed as sharks. I've got a few bits. There's nowhere. It wasn't the last week job. You know, as much as I was hoping. You know, yeah, we're back. You know, good weather. Nah, they must have sniffed something. Hang on, these are all going to fall over. They must have sniffed something. All the bastards are watching my channel. Stop watching my channel. I've got a few bits. A couple of interesting stories. Nothing exceptional. Did speak to the reseller guy, so I've started, you know, conversing with him a little bit. You know, just more civil, on a civil level. Just understand, you know, not best mates. I kind of dropped that I'm just a collector. so he might be a bit more lenient, but you never know. I suppose indirectly they're a good source of games, but you know, not when they're buying the stuff for peanuts and they have got no interest in it at all. Right, that being said, what did I get? How did I do? Did alright. It was really dry initially. I was like, oh, this is going to be a right blowout. And especially it was massive again. But I say, they were everywhere. Swarms of them. Swarms of sharks. I can't remember what I bought first, or in what order, so I'll just grab what I get and explain what it is. This one I actually did buy first. And it's a copy of Spyro, The New Beginning on the DS. That's £2. That is complete. So the girls can have a play of that. £2. I will say no to that. The reseller, no, trader woman and her husband were there. And to be fair, they cut me a good deal. Couple of good games. The mats £3 each. I got all 5 for a tenner, which isn't bad at all. One of the games someone will say, oh, I wouldn't pay £2.50 for that. It's in cracking condition. I don't own it. And like I say, at this point, I think I'd only just bought Spyro, and I was like, oh, this is dire. So I'll just list them off. The anomaly to it all is Wario Land 2 on the Game Boy, and the rest are all Mega Drive. So at least it's a couple more games from the Mega Drive collection. So the first one, which is probably worth 99p, let's be fair, they've got it listed at £3. It is in cracking condition, I must admit, and it's Last Battle. I mean, it doesn't look like it's ever been played. So like I say, they've got them all listed at £3. Look, didn't pay that. This one I've seen a few people sort of not rave about, but it's meant to have really good. What do you call it? I think it's not rotoscoping, but it's where they sort of mapped across a person onto a character, and it's meant to be really good. But it's Vector Man. Again, these are all complete, and in, you know, to be fair, really good condition. One that I've got as loose cart, and I kept thinking, I knew I had it, and I've passed this up a couple of times from them, and I checked, I think when I actually did the collection video, I thought, bollocks, I only had that loose cart. It's Mickey Mania. Again, in very good condition, can't fault it at all. Then lastly, the ultimate Marble Madness. And once more, in very, very good condition. So, I say, I got all 5 of them for £10. Weren't bad. I mean, it's not £1 a game, which you might get off just normal stall holders. They are the reseller, trader type guys. So they did cut me a deal. I mean, they would have been £3 each to anybody else. And the Game Boy game was probably £2. Where do we go from here? That's kind of all the, you know, Game Boy, Mega Drive type stuff. Pile of, yeah, we'll do these, get these out of the way, because these are the only ones I've got. Drawing a PS2 front again, but I did pick up just, it was bizarre. Shitload of games, got them all of these for £1. I think it was, what's it, what? Yeah, 10p each. So even just for the cases, it was worth it. So again, I'm just going to show you the pile. Pile of PS2 games there. There's nothing spectacular in it at all. But for 10p, I'll take them purely just for the cases. There's probably some in there that I haven't got, but they wouldn't. Or yeah, if I was paying £1 for them, I wouldn't have been interested at all. I would have just walked by them. 10p, like I say, cases fine. Bit of a random. Someone had a DS for sale. £4 they wanted, but it was broken. As you can see, I don't know if you can see that on there. Broken for parts. Broken for parts only. £4. I went, well, what's actually the matter with it? Oh, it doesn't power up. I was like, okay. So would you take £2 then? See how it doesn't work? She says, yeah. So I have actually, weirdly enough, got the older Model DS that the Guild still play on. So I've took the battery out of that one, put it into this one, and guess what? It loads up. I don't know if it charges the battery though. That's the only thing. But for £2, you know, I might just order a spare battery off eBay. And I got myself a DS because I've only got 2 DSs and they both hogged them. So for £2 it's worth a punt, and I've got shitloads of styluses. Oh, in with that, which is probably worth more than £2, I don't know, but a copy of Mario Party Advance. So it was worth it anyway, probably just for that game. Okay. PS1. Let's do PS1. No, actually I won't. I'll do PSP. Not much at all. Got a bin full of stuff. DVDs, I think, were saying 50p each, whatever. And this game was in the bin. I said, "Oh, is the game 50p as well?" And he had FIFA 08. He went, "Yeah." So I got myself a copy of Ridge Racer 2 for 50p. Complete. And then some, again, completely random. Seen these, I think underneath some clothes or something poking out the corner. A couple of just a UMD discs. I've got Parappa the Rapper and Crash Tag Team Racing, 50p the pair. Go worth 50p of anyone's money, yeah? Right. Current gen. One more current gen. I say I keep finding these now at, you know, not too bad of prices, to be fair. Some old boy, his wife, son and son's games. All 360 games. £4 he said. So look for them. I mean, there's nothing really else that I would have played except for this one. So I picked this up, had a quick look at it. Unfortunately for me, the discs fell out. So it's a bit like, ooh, this don't sit in there kind of thing. And I said, oh, you take £3. He said, yeah. So I picked myself up Final Fantasy 13 on the 360 for £3. All 3 discs there, and it's complete. They're falling out again, you see. So obviously the old boy was under the impression that they broke because they kept falling out. Oh well. But he said that his sons anyway, and we had a bit of a chat with him, you know, and he went, well, he wanted a £5 each from. So literally the son said, get a £5 a game. It's gone £4. I've come along, they fell out, and it's gone, oh, I've gone £3. He goes, alright then. I don't think his son will be happy. Okay, PS1. Right. Were these 50p or a pound? I can't remember. I know these two from the same people though. I've got Ape Escape, no instructions, and a copy of Crash with no instructions. They're duplicates. If anyone's interested, give me a shout. Say there's no, I'll just show you. No instructions on Crash. I think I got these for 50p because I said there's no instructions. And no instructions on Ape. These ones I got for 50p each from the same guy. He's all over the shop. He had boxes of bits and everything, all, you know, scattered across to the four winds. So I picked through multiple boxes, found these. Again, the only ones that I needed, or thought that I needed, or looked interesting, etc. So I'll just reel them off. So we've got a Classics Platinum version of Road Rash. I don't know if I've got this or not. Again, if anyone's interested, drop me a PM. I'll check. I could probably check there, but I can't be arsed. Agile Warrior that I just need to get a case, replacement case for. FX is it 7? So it's F11X, I think it's 7, I don't know. Again, this is one of them. This is number 124 in the catalogue number. So no banner on the picture. A cardboard version of Warhawk. Game complete. Again, number 62. Need to replace the case on this. Worms World Party. It's a late release. All complete these are. This one I never heard of. Never heard of. Xenocracy. Xenocracy. And then I got me another copy of Tekken 2 Platinum. These were 50p each as well. I had a bloody to and fro with a woman who was selling these. She had some PS2 games, she had these. PS2 games were £2 each. And I had to explain to her that these are PS1 games, not PS2 games. So I went back and forth. Finally she sort of agreed that they were 50p. I've got this, but I think this might be in better condition than mine. So if anyone's interested in my other copy, let me know and I can send you pictures, etc. But it's Pandemonium. Again, number 526 in the PlayStation's life cycle. And then I've got my Black Label Tekken 3. Woohoo! So I've got 2 copies of Tekken 2 Platinum and 1 Platinum Tekken 3 if anyone's interested. Again, drop me PM. My beer's running out. This is not a good sign. I'm nearly done actually. Right. This annoyed me a little bit. There's some people with a stall, obviously. I don't know how long they've been set up. It couldn't have been that long. I noticed there's a PlayStation 2 box there. They had some sort of like PlayStation sound system, surround sound system and whatnot. So I went over, had a look in the box. There's nothing in the box. It's just like old controllers and whatnot. But I did look further deep in the box and there's a couple of Game Gear games. So I picked up, which I've already got, but I paid 50p for it, and I wanted it 50p's worth of the case anyway. It's Woody Pop. And I said to the woman, I said they hadn't been set up long. I said, oh, there's no PlayStation here. Have you got any of the bits and bobs? Oh yeah, we had a load. Some guys just come and bought them. Fucking motherfucker. And literally, like I say, they were everywhere. They were swarming everywhere. There was a guy who had a beat up Mega Drive in a beat up Mega Drive box with Cast of Illusion, probably Mega Games 1 I think, and this trader guy, he just bought it, and his mate, which I realised was his mate further along, there's a guy selling a DS, smashed hinge screen type thing. It powered up, wanted a tenner, not paying a tenner for that. His mate pulled out, no word of lie, one of them little money bag, plastic money boxes, and it was rammed full of fucking notes. They're just going round buying everything, and it was like, carry on. You can't compete with that, you know. I'm just collecting for me. You're just buying everything because you fucking can, and you just think it's worth something. I suppose it's just buy everything and you're going to drop lucky eventually. That must be their philosophy. I don't know. I don't understand it. Having said that, there's a couple of bits that he missed out on. I don't know why. I don't particularly care. This is on my second pass through, so you know, the Woody Pop thing was towards the end, so I was a bit annoyed. You can't outfox them. You know, they're buying everything. There's 2 of them. The guy, I mean, his other mate didn't really know what he was doing. I don't think he was just buying anything that looked like old video games. So I did my second walkthrough anyway, and I seen this there, and it was with a PlayStation 1 boxed. I think it was PlayStation 1. Was it PlayStation 1? It was a PlayStation 1 boxed. Nice condition, but the guy wanted 30 quid. But then I seen it, and I don't know why I missed that. I think it's the way he had it all set up. I'm seeing this and I said, oh, how much for this? I wanted a tenner. So I tried to haggle him a little bit and this, that and the other. The best I got him to £8. And I thought, you know, I hadn't got really a great deal up until that point. And I think, you know, like your marquee signing, like, yes, like last week I had the Nintendo stuff and I was like, I'm happy, I don't care what happens, you know, when I got Smash Brothers. So at that point, you know, and I hadn't really had that sort of eureka moment. And to be fair, this is something I had as a kid. I'd actually, one of the very few consoles I had new, this and the Super Nintendo. And it is in absolutely brilliant condition. So I was like, nah, fuck it. Here's £8, mate. I'll have it. And it come with a game. The game's in pretty good condition. It's not one I'd ever played before. But it's a Game Boy. And I know, word of a lie, this box is in absolute mint condition. I mean, I don't usually do this, I know, but I'm just going to show you it. Because for £8, it is absolutely spanking. So this, like I say, I've got, you guys know I've got tons of Game Boy, so I wasn't buying it for the Game Boy. As bizarre as it sounds, I was just buying it so I could just, it's just something I had. And it's got all the styrofoam, it's got all the paraphernalia. Look, it's even got all this cack on the top. I think it's even got his receipt. It has. And he bought it from the co-op. There we go, look, he's bought this from the co-op. He's pre-ordered it. £70. I don't know if you can see that, £70. One Game Boy. Amazing. And it's literally got all of the stuff. Put that down there. The only issue you could probably moan about is a little dink in the corner there from the styrofoam. And then inside, it's all the baggies. It's got all the baggies, everything. So Tetris instructions, don't see them very often. Even got it's even got, I didn't notice, it's even got, not that I'll probably use them, but it's got the original earphones. Look, so for £8, link up cable. Let's have a quick look at the, I mean obviously he looked after his stuff, so. Game Boy's been played, you can tell. It's been played, which is fine. Screen is probably the best screen I've seen. It just needs a clean, really, a general clean. But for £8, that'll just be, I'll clean that up. And I know it sounds a bit odd, and it'll go into my box game system collection. Because that literally is what I had as a kid. So for £8, yeah, it was a deal. I'll sort that out in a bit. Right, oh, and the game was a track meet. Again, very good condition. So this guy obviously looked after all his stuff. All there. So, yeah, at that point things weren't looking good. After that, I was just, you know, a little bit disappointed. I thought sharks had everything, they swallowed it all up, gone round like a pair of lizards, and whoever else was there was tons of people. And I was a little bit disappointed. There was a couple, youngish couple, had some DVDs, because I was looking for the last Pirates of the Caribbean game DVD, because I think they've got that one. And yeah, I was just looking for them, and then I noticed he brought out another box of like DVDs. And I looked at it and I was like, oh, that's a Wii game. And I said, oh, we've got any other games, you know, older games. And he went, oh, I've got GameCube. I was like, yeah, I'll have a look at them. So he pulled out, like I say, the same box. It was intermixed with the DVDs. So he had Sonic Heroes, which I think, I know I've got. I'm not sure if I've got it platinum, player's choice, or whatever you call it. It's complete. And I was asking a quid or something for each of these, and he found a couple more. I was like, bonus. So we threw out Super Mario Sunshine. Unfortunately, it's not complete, and it's in some weird non-GameCube box. And then Mario Kart Double Dash with the instructions, very good condition, but it's got Luigi's Mansion in the box. So I had them 3 games, and Pirates, I think it's £3 because I think they had some sort of thing like 3 DVDs for £2 or something. So they just chucked these in the same price bracket. I'm pretty sure all 3 of these, 4 of these, or whatever you want to call it, I've got. So if anyone's interested in them, drop me a PM, and I'll verify what it is and isn't that I've got. So that was basically it. I thought I'd got one up on the old sharks, the lizards there, and it was a nice day, but I was just a little bit disappointed because I mean they were everywhere. I don't know how any of you other guys fared out there, but it was not good. And then bizarrely, someone must have been looking down on me. The booter god. Some weirdo family rolled up. I shouldn't laugh, but they were a little bit unusual. And I don't know what. I mean, ordinarily I just would have passed them by like a bunch of. They ain't gonna have anything. He was putting down like an old curtain for a thing and everything else. And I thought, I don't know what it was. I said, oh, don't suppose you've got any old video games at all? Or any video games? Yeah, I've got 360 games. I was like, alright. And I thought, well, I don't know. It depends how much he wants from them, if I need any of them. So I thought, oh, I'll have a look. So it was him, his sister, who did look quite normal, to be fair, and it wasn't his mum, it was his nan. And she was like one of these weirdo nans, man. She was like ruling the roost. That bitch was fucking kicking their asses. It was quite weird, because he went over, oh, I'll go and get the stuff out. And she was like, Alex, will you stop doing that? Because he was picking mirrors out and just throwing them on the floor, trying to find his games. And she went over, literally pushed him out the fucking way. I'll do it. And he's like, and she went, I'll pass you the stuff and you put it out. So I could see the fucking games in the boot, and I just felt like going, look, do you want me just to get them out? This old frail old lady, but she was like tough as fucking nails, man. Made of fucking iron. And she was like, really strange to get all this stuff out. I was like, I even said to her at one point, well, do you want me just to get the box? No! And so she gave me a shoe box of games. And it wasn't 360 games, they were Xbox games. So I was like, oh, bonus. I goes, oh, these aren't 360, these are Xbox. Oh, I don't know. And obviously, there were daughters, which is the 2 kids. I say they're kids, they were about like 25 or something. But it was just an odd setup. And so I had a look through the box, and there were some crackers in there. I mean, straight off the bat, there's a few I grabbed hold of. And then this Alec guy, whatever his name was, oh, I've got this, I've got that. You know, bringing the stuff out. It was like bonus. So, like I say, some good Xbox games, I must admit. I could completely bamboozled them, and it wasn't intentional or anything like that, but they were a little bit weirdo. Like I say, the daughter was the only one that had any sense about her. So the first one I seen, grabbed it straight away, is Stubbs the Zombie. So when I said to her how much your games, you know what? She pulled a fucking list out. Oh fuck. So her daughter, i.e. their mum, had put everything as a list. I was like, oh, this ain't good, but it's complete. All the Xbox are £1. Bonus. I'll have that. So I'd had my lists. There were some alright games there, nothing spectacular. Got Futurama, all complete, and to be fair, all in very good condition. That's just a flyer, but all in very good condition. And they kept pulling stuff out. Not vast amount of stuff. They had like a gun game, which was House of the Dead 3 with a gun. Oh, she wants a £5 for that. I ain't fucking paying a £5. I don't even think the gun would work on the 360, would it? I don't know. So that's complete. This one I picked up. I don't know why. I think I'd seen it somewhere before. Even though I had my bloody list, I still somehow managed to get in the pile, and it's not compatible, and it's rolling. I don't know why. So between Stubbs and this one were the pick of the bunch, and it's the trilogy of Grand Theft Auto on the Xbox. Oh, she wants a £5 for that. So what I've got is that them Xbox games. Alex pulls out a GameCube, and within, I think in the box of DVDs, this is the only one of the games I could find. She thinks you know, the old Nan thought there was 3 GameCube games. I couldn't find any more, but it was UFC Throwdown and the GameCube, which is all complete. It's got some weirdo. Say it's all complete. Some shitty. Fuck knows why anyone would want to use this on the GameCube. Blaze RF unit, a nice purple colour. I mean, why would you want to run a GameCube via RF? Fuck that. So if anyone wants that, they can have it. But the GameCube's there, controller, console, etc. So I've got the GameCube and all them games for £10. So I was a bit naughty, I know, because House of the Dead, whoever had done it, like put elastic bands around this and the gun. They had silent scope around that and a gun, which I just weren't that fussed about. They're all over the shop. They're a little bit unusual. And so when I sort of said, "Oh, tenner," the old Nan looked at me a little bit weird, and like, I can't remember what the girl's name was. And she asked her for like confirmation, and I just kind of looked at it and I went, and she went, "Yeah." And I went, "Well, look, you know," she says, "Yeah." So and I had to tenner out, so that was it. It was done. So I did all right at the end. Yeah, do I feel guilty? Nah, not really. Because some of the leech would have come along and had them anyway. And I only picked the ones I needed and you know, were playable. I didn't buy the fucking lot. I didn't have from pennies for them. I don't like it when someone pulls out a list. It really annoys me. That's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. God knows what's going to happen next week. Perhaps the lizards might move on and go somewhere else. Who knows? It might be absolutely pissing it down to the car, but it might not be on. It's a great British weather. We don't know what's going to do. So that's it. I'm done. So take it easy, YouTube, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye bye.